All right, we're doing our second steps, lesson 18, about how to solve problems.
Unit 4, Lesson 18 on solving problems. Last lesson, you learned about solving problems using STEP step. You learned that the first step is to say the problem. Saying the problem without blame is respectful. Today, we're going to continue on a journey with Travis and Leo. As you know, Travis and Leo are having a problem. Let's review what their problem is.
Sorry, boys and girls, let me back this up here.
Problem. Saying the problem without blame is respectful. Today, we're going to continue on a journey with Travis and Leo. As you know, Travis and Leo are having a problem. Let's review what their problem is.
I'm feeling super mad. Cool it. I'm feeling
Travis and Leo have said their problem out loud, what's the next step for them? The next step is T. Think of solutions. Solutions help you solve the problem. They are ideas about what you could do. Your solutions need to be safe and respectful. What does safe mean? What does respectful mean?
All right, we're going to go into a breakout room. We're going to talk about what does safe mean, what does respectful mean, and I want to send a reminder that we are not chatting right now. We're not using the chat because I've not asked anyone to be sending me ideas. So if you are typing in the chat right now, it's like you're talking during instruction because you are talking during instruction. You're just doing it virtually. So it is unacceptable that I have 28 chat notifications when we're supposed to be looking and listening to a video. A teacher would never allow you to sit here and whisper 28 times. Don't do it on the chat. We're going to go into breakout rooms. We're going to talk about what does safe mean, what does respectful mean in our breakout rooms. Give me 1 second, please.
Share your ideas with your class. Safe means no one's body or feelings get hurt. Respectful means that you're considering how others want to be treated and treating them that way. Focus your attention and listen as Travis and Leo think of solutions. Think about how their solutions are safe and respectful.
So now what? S is the first step to success. Hey, that's pretty good. S is success. But it really means say the problem without blame. You did that. The problem is you both want to use the same swing. I'll give you a hint about the next step. I know this one. C, think of solutions. And not just any solutions. Ones that are safe and respectful. There's that word again, respect. So how about it? What ideas can you come up with? Well, I guess I could just let Leo use the swing for rest uses, or just put something else. But then either of us will get what we want. But if we say the swing is for swinging, it may be your turn faster. Well, I don't know. Leo likes to twist on the swing, so we have to be respectful of what he wants to do. What's something else you can do? I could take a turn for all of this recess, and Travis could have his turn next recess. Yeah, or you can take the first half, and I can take the second half for both recesses. Those sound, well, safe and respectful. Now it's time for the next step.
Here are the solutions that Travis and Leo came up with. I'm going to read each solution, and I'd like for you to think about it. You're going to put 1 thumb up if it's a safe solution. You're going to put 2 thumbs up if it's a safe and respectful solution. Solution 1 is they could let Leo finish his turn for the rest of recess. What do you think? Is it safe or safe and respectful? While this is a safe solution, it's not respectful because it doesn't allow Travis to be treated the way that he'd like to be treated. What about solution 2? They could both play something else. Safe or safe and respectful? Yes, this is safe and respectful. Both of the boys can be safe and both of the boys can enjoy their recess playing something else. What about solution 3? They could use the swing just for swinging. Is it safe? Is it respectful too? This is just a safe solution. At Travis's school, he's allowed to twist on the swing, and he'd like to do that on the playground equipment. So, if it was just being used for swinging, he wouldn't be getting what he wants, which wouldn't be kind of Leo to deny him. Look at the last solution. they could take turns. Think, is it safe? Is it respectful? Yes, this solution is both. Taking turns would allow both boys to stay safe, and they would both get to play how they'd like to play. Now, we're going to take a look at step 3, which is explore the consequences. The boys haven't decided which solution to follow yet, so before they decide, they'll need to think about the consequences. A consequence is something that could happen if you pick a solution. It could be positive. A positive consequence would be that if Travis lets Leo finish his turn, Leo would feel happy. The negative side of that is that if Travis lets Leo finish his turn, Travis will feel sad because he doesn't get one. You're going to focus your attention and listen as Travis and Leo explore the consequences of their solutions. Think about if the consequences are positive or negative.
Brilliant. I guess I'm pretty good at this. What are the consequences? Consequences. You third graders are getting smarter all the time. So, what does it mean? I know. If that's it. Yes. If you do this, then that will happen. The positive and the negative consequences. Good and the bad. So, if I let Leo finish his turn this recess, can he be happy? Well, you'd be sad, and that's bad. And you'd be sad if we said your turn could only be for 3. We'd both be sad if we just decided to play something else. But maybe we'd be happy if we figured out what else we both like to play. That'd be a good consequence. Or how about if I finish my turn this recess and you could take the next recess? I suppose, but then I would have to wait till next recess. If we took turns this recess, then we both get a turn and we'd be happy. Maybe we could even take turns all the time.
So, what did you think of the solution that the boys came up with? Was it positive or negative? The last step for this is step P. Pick the best solution. Think about what solution you would pick. Turn and tell your partner the solution that you think Travis and Leo will pick.
After you've explored the consequences, it's time for the last step. P. Don't worry, I'm not even going to try to make a P. P is for pick the best solution. Oh, yeah. I know which one we should pick. We should take turns this recess and next. Okay, I'll take the first half since I already started. And I'll take the second half. Sure, you can wait here every day. And you can just sit around and I'll swing.
Hands up if they picked the solution you thought they would. Either way, the boys used STEP. Leo and Travis solved the problem. Now they can both swing the way they like best at recess. Remember, when you come up with a solution for a problem, it should be safe and respectful, meaning that you compromise so that all involved parties get treated the way that they'd like to be treated. Today, you're going to practice coming up with solutions for one of the problems from last lesson. In the last lesson, we read about Charles and Sam who knocked over the teacher's planter. Today, you're going to pretend to be Charles and Sam and come up with 3 possible solutions for how to fix this problem. You'll do one together as a class, you'll come up with one solution as a breakout room, and you'll come up with a final solution independently. Then, you'll look at the positive and negative consequences of each solution to decide which solution is best.
All right, we're going to find our seesaw task together. Please make sure your headphones are plugged in. You may click on Activities, Assign to Class folder, and light blue SEL. Please look for our Second Steps Lesson 18. All right, so when we look at slide number 1, I see that there is a problem. And the problem is that Charles and Sam knocked over the teacher's plant. So remember, we talked about this last week. Maybe they were playing too rough. Maybe they're playing tag. Something happened and they knocked over the teacher's plant. So our job today is to use the problem-solving directions that are at the top. First, we say the problem. We just did that. Charles and Sam knocked over the teacher's plant. The next step is the T. Think of 3 solutions. So here we are on step number 2. We're going to think of a solution. So one solution might be that they pretend that nothing happened. They saw they knocked over the plant. They're going to pretend they had nothing to do with it. So that's an idea that kids might think of. So let's type that. They pretend nothing happened. This is one solution that kids might think of. They don't want to get in trouble, so they pretend nothing happened. Maybe they will let the teacher find it later on her own. They're just going to pretend they had nothing to do with it. So this is one solution that the boys could choose when they're thinking of what to do. They pretend nothing happened. Then we're going to move that into the first solutions box as we follow the step problem solving. We said the problem. We thought of a solution. And now we're thinking of E. We're going to explore the consequences. So if the boys pretend that nothing happened, a good thing might be they don't get in trouble. That's a good thing. So they may not get in trouble. A good thing is they are not in trouble. If they pretend that nothing bad happened, what would be what would be a negative thing that might happen if they pretend that they didn't do it? What might happen, Gloria?
The teacher might get sad.
A consequence is the teacher is sad. The teacher finds her plant later and is like, what happened to my plant? So even if the boys don't get in trouble, whoops, there's still consequences. Somebody's going to be sad. So we have just done S, we said the problem. We did T, we thought of a solution that the boys might think of. And we did E, we explored the consequence. We thought of a good thing that might happen and a bad thing that might happen. We're going to go into a breakout room. And I want you to do the second one. I want you to think of a different solution and think about the consequences. What are some good things that might happen because of that solution? What are some bad things that might happen because of the solution? I'm going to pause the recording. We're going to go into a breakout room now to do a second solution with your group. All right, we have now thought of a second solution and you have had time to explore the consequences of that solution. We're now going to push the green check and turn in our work. I will see what you have completed in your breakout room. I will be checking assignments later. Go ahead and do that, please.
I didn't get to finish mine.